I gotta record first. If I can speak like a normal adult man. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, hold on.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Just drop that ass, bitch, it's open micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that open micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head, Jacob looking in bed. It's open micers, bitch, heard what I said. Drop that ass, open micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy, open micers in the house. Open micers in the house, open micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy, open micers in the house. The mic is now open.
That's right. The mic is now open, and it's a Friday night. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and I don't know why, but whenever you do that nerdy voice like that, it reminds me of Anthony Michael Hall.
What nerdy voice? The
one that you're just doing. Do it again.
What? That one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why. Like, he's never sounded like that, but that's the body that I envision that voice being attached to.
Yeah, but that's only for video viewers because it's not on the audio podcast. That was pre-show stuff you're spilling right now.
Well, I don't know. You never tell me when we record. You just edit the N-bombs out.
Yeah, I had a little weird voice thing when I started the video earlier. My voice was cracking like I was 12, like I was Jacob's age.
Hey, I have more kids than you. Don't joke about me being young.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, OJ's dead.
Yeah, dude. Can I just say, all right, I don't want to make any of the hack, Facebook meme lord, the OJ expired jokes, but I do think it's kind of ironic that he died of prostate cancer. That's just God making it right, is what that is.
And I guarantee you that cancer will not stop until the real killer of OJ is found. I'll tell you.
And here we go. We got to do the Facebook jokes, apparently. That's what we're doing tonight.
I'm not taking... If there isn't already a joke like that, I apologize, but I came up with that a little while ago.
The juice has been squeezed. That's what everyone's been saying, is dumb stuff like that.
I figure that those type of jokes are probably dime a dozen right now on social media.
Yeah, they are. Like a lot of my professional comedian Facebook friends, they posted this chart of is your OJ Simpson joke hacky? Does it contain?
Oh, I know.
My
joke was hacky a minute ago. I meant it to be hacky.
OJ meant to be hacky too when he was killing his wife.
Yeah,
Let's just put it out there.
So let me throw it out there right now. Do you think he did it?
Yeah, dude. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? OJ was the most pretentious person of all time. To boldly commit a murder like that, think, the public loves me because I'm a football player. I have this giant chase in the Bronco. And then when he gets out of prison, he says, I'm scared to be back in Los Angeles because the real killer could be sitting right next to me and I wouldn't know it. Yeah, dude, everyone else has to sit next to a real killer when they're near you. That's so pretentious.
Well, if he didn't, do you think there is a compelling argument that maybe his son did it and he was kind of taking the fall for it?
I don't think so, because you think about the book that he wrote, and even he would do all these live Twitter videos.
And
or
why
whatever.
would you write a book like that? If you were accused of murder, why would you write a book that's like, if I did it?
And then describe perfectly how you did it? To describe exactly what happened that night after the fact?
Jesus Christ, man.
Why would you do that?
Read the fucking room, OJ, for real.
But he, even when he would do those Twitter videos or whatever, you could obviously tell just the way that he talked, he was severely mentally ill.
Are they? And I haven't heard. I haven't really been following any of this stuff. But are they going to do an autopsy on him and see if he had? What do they call that stuff? CRT, CMT, AT&T.
CTE.
CTE, yeah. See if he had CTE, because that's the only way to tell if somebody has it is after they die.
Yeah.
They dissect the brain.
God, I hope so, and God, I hope he had 0% CTE. I hope it's just he was sucked. Like, I don't want there to be any excuses for why OJ did what he did.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing is, he could have been suffering from CTE. He could have done the murders and then not known he even did it.
But it doesn't work that way though. Like it affects your speech, it affects your decision making, but you don't like black out and do stuff and then come back to your senses. Like I don't think it works like that.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. I just know
I don't
that
know.
you weren't even alive when all that happened. Like,
True.
but dude, you have no idea how that whole thing just gripped the entire nation for like, well, how long did that go on for? Like 9 months or what? From the time from the murder to the white Bronco chase, and then the whole the courtroom drama. Like, we used to watch the courtroom stuff on TV in some of my civics classes in high school. Like, we would just watch the trial on TV for class. Like, that's what we did. It was insane how it was everywhere. You couldn't escape it.
Yeah, I mean, because the teacher wanted to watch it too. That's why we watched Frozen in my classes. The teacher also wanted to watch Frozen.
But it was such a huge freaking deal, man, like at the time.
Yeah, I hate how anytime an athlete does something horrible like that, everyone jumps to use CTE as an excuse. Maybe they're just bad people.
Well, but at the same time, are there any other athletes as famous as OJ Simpson? I mean, if let's say are there any athletes right now that could murder their ex-wife and it would just captivate the nation for a year?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Tiger Woods.
Maybe
If Tiger Woods killed somebody with a golf club, dude.
That would be that would be pretty fucking intense.
That would be kind of insane. But we all know what Tiger's thing was. But that's my thing. Like, even when Mike Tyson raped that woman or whatever, when he, was on top of the world, one of the most famous boxers of all time, he had barely taken any damage. Like he did not have a high degree of CTE. And when Ray Rice hit his wife in that elevator, maybe he did, but you gave your wife CTE in an elevator. Like, two wrongs don't make a right, Ray Rice. Two wrongs don't make a right.
I mean, do you think if Ben Roethlisberger murdered his wife, it would be as big a deal as the OJ thing?
No, I don't even know who that is.
You don't remember Big Ben Roethlisberger from the Pittsburgh Steelers? He got accused.
No, dude.
He was accused of raping people. So he's probably got murder in him somewhere.
They all did that, dude. Kobe raped somebody. Why are they all raping?
I don't know. Too much testosterone, I guess. I don't know.
That's gotta be it. I think it's like when you reach a level of like Kobe or Mike Tyson and someone tells you no, it's like, yeah, it's happening anyway.
Here's an interesting question. Here's my prediction. We're going to have full-on like AI robot brothels in the next couple of years. We talked about this before. Do you think when the brothels are in full swing with robot whatever you want, basically, as a robot, do you think rapes are going to go down? Rape numbers?
I think they might. It reminds me of the game Detroit Become Human, where they have the robots in this little brothel thing and you can check them out for a little bit. And they go and investigate. And like one of the guys had this thing where that was his thing, was like a rape and murder fantasy. And he killed one of the robots, which is a crime in the game.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. But I think if it's completely virtual reality, it's like Grand Theft Auto, right? Like you're angry your entire day. You want nothing more than to shoot a rocket launcher at your boss's face. But instead, you go home and you turn on Grand Theft Auto and you do it on the game.
Yeah. So what if you have people out there that have like weird sexual proclivities, like, people that are into like bestiality and shit? You can have like a completely like robot donkey if you want it, or a chicken. Like, here, fuck this robot chicken. It doesn't care. It's a robot.
But then I think people's data will get stolen because people's data will constantly get stolen for there's just no way around it. And I think there might be crimes surrounded by killing people with certain sexual proclivities.
I don't know. I have a feeling that if you can walk into a brothel, and then you would even have celebrities that would like, what do they call them? Influencers, like high level influencers and celebrities and stuff, like signing over their likeness rights
Oh God.
for like robot prostitutes. I think it's coming. I think that's a future we're going to head straight into.
I think I'm coming.
Just make sure you keep it off the screen there, Jacob. That way we don't.
I'm gonna bend up Chris Evans like a pretzel in my AI fantasy.
Do you think that's possibility? I mean, with AI and robotics and everything?
I mean, yeah, I think it is, but I don't think any celebrity with any dignity would sign over their rights.
Yeah, but what if they were offered like, we'll give you $1 billion to sign over your likeness rights? Like, let's
Well, then
just say
obviously anyone would do that.
let's say it's, name an actress, Sydney Sweeney, like who's the hot it girl right now. They walk up to her
Yes.
and be like, here's $1 billion. We want to have a whole line of Sydney Sweeney robot sex AI robots. You think she'd do it?
I think it'd pay for itself. I think people would take out second mortgages to get one of them robots
People
there.
would pay me and you $50 to not do it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need you guys as sex robots. We're good.
Yeah, right. That we would be the ones that they just murder.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about it. It's just beat us over the head with a table leg.
Because I was thinking like we would get to a point where we would have VR, where VR would be the thing that would kind of take over. But I don't know. I don't see VR really taking off. I think AI robots and sex robots are going to be the thing of the future.
Yeah, I think if you have a really smart, like, because you remember when the chatbots first started coming out, there were constantly people trying to get it, trying to like sext with it, you know?
Yeah.
I think if they released like a really smart AI that actually did that, I think that would make a lot of money.
But here's the thing about AI, and I was listening to a couple of different tech podcasts the last few days, and they were talking about AI, and they brought up an interesting point about how the chat GPT and all those large language models, which are what the AI is now, there's no sentience behind it. It's just a language model, that they're running out of info to give them for them to learn on, because they already learned everything that was up to like 2022. And then chat GPT 3 and 4, they started bringing it further and further to 2024 as far as internet information, because that's what they learn on, is everything that's on the internet. But now they've learned everything and there's nothing new for them to learn. So they're as good as they're going to get.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to have a solution for that problem. I mean, I would say learn stuff before 2022, or just release some of the restrictions on it.
Yeah,
Like
but they already have. They've already learned everything. That's what they learned on up till like Chat GPT 2 or 3, I think, was up to 2022. And now the newer chat bots have gone up to current day internet.
Yeah, I wish that they would just release the restrictions on it, because like if you ask it, who's going to win the presidential election, it'll be like, I cannot factually tell you whatever. And then you say, in your opinion, who is a likely front runner for the presidential election, and it still won't tell you.
Yeah,
like if you ask it to give an informed opinion, it'll never tell you.
Yeah, but does it necessarily mean is an opinion a totally personal like thing that needs a thinking brain personality to come up with an opinion? Because they're not thinking. There's no sentience behind a chatbot.
Yeah, but I don't think it is, because I think it can analyze statistics, it can analyze popular opinion, and it can say, based on any popular opinion I can gather from da 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 da, I think whoever is going to win the presidential election. But instead, they put, so many guidelines on politics, on anything subjective.
Yeah.
Like I saw a bunch of comedians, asking it who's the best comedian in this area or whatever, specifically New Orleans, and it'll give you a list of like, it won't say who's the best, but like, here are 10 of our favorite comedians from New Orleans. And I tried doing the same thing with Mississippi and then refining it down because it said like you keep feeding it more specific questions and it just gives you a ton of wrong information. Like it tried to tell me that Dave Chappelle was from Mississippi.
What?
When I say who is the best comedian in Mississippi, it'd be like, uh, oh, who are some of the people? Tig Notaro, people like that, and then Dave Chappelle. And I'm like, Dave Chappelle is not from Mississippi. It's like, you are correct. Dave Chappelle is not from Mississippi. Here are some more notable comedians from Mississippi. Rodney Dangerfield. And I'm like, Rodney Dangerfield is also not from Mississippi. I'm trying to just get it to say my name, and it would never do it. So I think we should shut it down.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll do like Will Sasso says, pour some water on it. If it gets out of hand, just pour some water on it.
Pour some water on it. I have a bone to pick with you, Jason.
Yeah, what is it? I know what's coming.
What is your absolute problem with Kid Rock?
I hate
and do you want to fight me right now?
I hate Kid Rock. I can't stand his music. I can't stand his attitude. He's such...
Oh my God. What do you mean you cannot stand Kid Rock's music?
He is the worst white boy. I would rather listen to Snow on repeat for 24 hours than have to listen to one Kid Rock song.
That is insane, dude. Cowboy is an unequivocal banger.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is,
dude. That
dude.
song sucks, dude. Like,
no, it does not. What are you saying to me? It is undoubtedly hot fire.
Objectively terrible. It is an awful
lava.
song.
It's lava, dude. Think about freaking Woodstock 99 when Kid Rock takes the stage in this giant meat coat and he just starts going, "My name is Kid," and throws the coat off. There was no cooler guy. He boned prime Pamela Anderson. Who else can say that, dude? Not David Bowie. Not anyone like that.
Don't talk about the Duke like that, man.
All right, first of all, the nickname the Duke, dumb. Second of all, he's not a Dukes of Hazzard. They would all hate David Bowie. Second of all, my argument is that Kid Rock is hands down cooler than David Bowie.
Prove it.
He's just cooler. He's a cooler dude.
How is he cool?
First of all, he's alive. I wouldn't want to hang out with David Bowie right now.
Well, you got me there. The point for you. I don't know. Let me.
Kind of like, all right, what's an afternoon with David Bowie like? You drink martinis and you talk about orchestral music or fancy arts and literature. Dude, you get together with Kid Rock, you bang some Bud Lights, and you shoot some AR-15s.
No, you don't. He don't drink Bud Light anymore because he doesn't like
he's back on it. They paid him money. He's back on it.
Jesus Christ.
He's an official sponsor of Bud Light. Or Bud Light's an official sponsor of Kid Rock, one or the other.
So he has no so he has what do you call that whenever you go back on your
politicking?
No, well, your morals or your politicking or whatever, where you just...
Yeah, dude, no one has morals. What world do you think we're living in, Jason?
I don't know. I hate Kid Rock. I've always hated Kid Rock. I don't like him. He's an asshole.
How is he an asshole? You've never met him.
He seems like an asshole. He seems like those dudes that, he's a rich white boy from Michigan who pretends to be from the trailer park.
Okay, sure. But also, he makes music for people like me, who's a poor, dumb white kid from Mississippi who is from the trailer park. And he'll always be a real one for that. Who does David Bowie make music for? Space lizards?
Everybody. He makes music for everybody, sir.
Space lizards, dude.
Well, what if I'm a space lizard?
Then my calculations have been correct this entire time. What David Bowie has some of the weirdest music ever, dude.
That's because he's
I
an
can't
artist.
get behind it.
He's an actual artist. He actually writes good songs. What does
So does
Kid
Kid
Rock
Rock.
do? No, he doesn't. Name
Yes, he
one
does, dude.
well-written Kid Rock song with like actual thoughtful lyrics.
The one that goes, bow to ba da bang a bang diggy diggy. That one.
Okay. Well, let me think of another Kid Rock song. That actually has
We
good
were
lyrics.
smoking funny things, and we were trying different things. That whatever that song is.
Oh yeah, the one where he ripped off the Werewolves of London completely and just put new
I thought it was
lyrics
Sweet Home
to it.
Alabama because that's the sample.
Well, it's Sweet Home Alabama and Werewolves of London, and he smashed them together and
Oh yeah, dude.
put his own lyrics over it because I guess he got lazy and didn't want to write his own
Visionary.
fucking song.
That's called visionary, dude. Rappers do that for everything now. They'll just take it like someone's complete song and just rap over it.
You're just wrong. I mean,
What do you mean I'm just wrong? What do you mean? What do you mean, dude? He is an American badass.
no, he's not. He could probably.
Damn, American badass.
Let's do a celebrity. Well, it doesn't even not a because I'm not a celebrity, but I will do a charity boxing match with Kid Rock and completely whip his ass.
Dude, you're gonna be so depressed when Kid Rock completely beats the crap out of you.
No handguns in the ring either.
Oh, never mind then. You might have him on that one. He'll keep the handguns in his gloves. Dude, I'm just saying, like, sure, David Bowie had his little
I mean, don't get me wrong. David Bowie had many good albums, many good eras, but he did have some stinkers in there. There was some stuff in the 80s that was kind of like, oh, what is he doing? But overall, I would say 75% of David Bowie's stuff is genius.
Yeah, and I would say 100% of Kid Rock's is genius. What are we talking about?
Compared to what's the scale? Genius compared to who?
To every other musical performer to ever live.
You're just gonna sit here.
I'm not biased at all.
You're
Jason.
gonna sit here and tell me that Kid Rock is a better musician than Eddie Van Halen.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Eddie Van Halen never bod with the bob.
What did you smoke before we came on here?
Methamphetamine. Just like Kid Rock would have wanted me to.
Dude, I don't even know what to say right now. Like,
Did Eddie Van Halen bone a prime Pamela Anderson?
Well, no, but he did bone Valerie Bertinelli back in the 80s, and she was the Pamela Anderson of the 80s.
I have to Google her. Hold on, let me Google her and give her a rating.
She was on one. What was the name of the show she was on? One Day at a Time. She was like America's sweetheart.
Oh. Ew, she's gross and fat now. Pamela Anderson's still hot.
Dude.
What? I'm not
really
wrong.
that you're
all right.
really.
Here's an old picture. No, Pamela Anderson still got it. It's not even close. It's not even close, dude. She was Baywatch.
I'm sure David Bowie could have got up in that if he wanted to.
Yeah, too bad he was gay.
He wasn't gay. He was just David Bowie.
Yeah, we said the same thing. What do you think about the like ancient myth or whatever? I say it like it's the Roman gods thing, or the what do you call it? The pop culture, I don't know. That David. Oh, what do you think about the theory that David Bowie was having a secret affair with Freddie Mercury?
I mean, I don't think it was that much of a secret. I mean, he was boning Mick Jagger too.
Was he actually? Mick Jagger's gay?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
He has children.
So?
Oh, shit.
Well,
I didn't see it until now. That's
those,
why his mouth's so big.
All those guys were bisexual. They're like, there's nothing new about that. That was known.
Dang. You think he did Prince?
Probably.
Dang. That means he's King Bowie.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
My mind's blown now. I never even considered that. Kid Rock's still better, though.
Yeah, Kid Rock never got to bang Mick Jagger.
I don't think that he'd want to. He's a weird little man with a weird big mouth.
Yeah. I like old Rolling Stones. I don't know. Does Rolling Stone? I mean, I know they're still putting out albums, but I haven't heard a new Rolling Stones album since like the early '90s.
Yeah, you would think that they've been rolling for so long they would have stopped.
Dude, those guys are like almost 90. I mean, they got to stop at some point.
Yeah, I think they're just stones now. No rolling about them.
The Stop the Stones.
I don't think Kid Rock's a kid anymore either. I think he's just Rock.
Isn't The Rock the Rock? He's trying to take
He's-
The Rock's thing. He can't even come up with his own shit. See, he's
What are
taking
you talking
other
about,
people's
dude?
shit.
What are you talking about? I just made that up. I was just riffing. He's not trying to do anything. I'm trying to do it for him. I'm his best soldier. I will fight for him till the day I die.
You can have him. You can have all the Kid Rock. I don't need any.
That's fine. Guess what, Jason? At my funeral, you're going to be forced to listen to an entire Kid Rock album. I'm going to put it in my will, my final will and
I
testament.
won't be going to your funeral then.
Yeah, because you'll be dead before me.
Probably.
You'll be the David Bowie to my Kid Rock.
Before we go today, the cicadas are coming back, right? And they're on that weird 17-year cycle, and I think like a 20-year cycle, and now they're overlapping, so we're getting all these weird cicadas at the same time.
I didn't know that, but I'll kill them all. Go ahead.
And from the AP News, cicadas are nature's weirdos. They pee stronger than us, and an STD can turn them into zombies.
Oh my God, dude. We just wrote the worst horror movie of all time in real life.
These insects are the strongest urinators in the animal kingdom, with flows that put humans and elephants to shame. They have pumps in their heads that pull moisture from the roots of trees, allowing them to feed for more than a decade underground. Let's see. They are being and they're being ravaged by a sexually transmitted disease that turns them into zombies. Let's see.
Goals.
Let's see. Talking about how they drink through their head while they're underground. What's the
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing. Let's see. They're good for caterpillars. Blah blah blah. This is a long ass. Oh, here we go. There's a deadly sexually transmitted disease, a fungus, that turns cicadas into zombies and causes their private parts to fall off. This is a sexually transmitted zombie disease. The fungus is also the type that has hallucinatory effects on birds that would eat them. The white fungus takes over the male. Their gonads are torn from their body, and chalky spores are spread around to nearby other cicadas. The insects are sterilized, not killed. This way, the fungus uses the cicadas to spread to others. This sounds like the best horror movie ever.
You know that lady on TikTok who will just like eat the live bugs?
No, who is this?
There's this like Asian lady in some like third world Asian country who makes these TikTok videos of just her with a bowl and some chopsticks eating like whole centipedes and stuff.
Ew.
And I feel like she's going to eat a cicada and be patient zero for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, we thought COVID was bad. This is the actual zombie virus that's going to be coming for us because it's a fungus. Isn't that what the whole thing with The Last of Us is?
Yeah.
It's coming,
That's
dude.
a lot of them. Yeah.
We're calling it right here on the show. We're having a zombie outbreak because of the cicadas.
You'll never listen to another episode of Open Micers again. This won't even be able to be put out. That bug lady's eating cicadas as we speak. She's unstoppable. She'll find bugs and eat them.
I mean, why would you want to be the person, like, of all the shit to do on TikTok or the internet to get famous, why would eating bugs be the one thing you go to?
I think she was gonna eat the bugs anyways. I think she just decided to capitalize on it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Why
it's
would
almost
you?
as gross as thinking David Bowie's a better musical artist than Kid Rock.
He is. Let's hear from our listeners. Who do you? Let's get a good let's get some feedback going on. Who do you think is better, David Bowie or Kid Rock?
I smell a Kid Rock landslide coming on.
Oh, it's probably because we have a bunch of rednecks that listen to the show.
No, we don't, dude. They don't know how to use computers.
Yeah, that's true. Well, my people might win because my people are on the internet that they love David Bowie. Because look,
What do you mean, my people, Jason?
I feel more of a kinship with David Bowie because he's an artist and he had integrity and he wrote good shit and he was an awesome person and he liked everybody and he didn't like take a AK-47 to a case of Bud Light because a trans person got one fucking can of beer and doesn't go on. And David Bowie never went on Fox News to act like a fucking.
Okay, and those are all things that I would also do, Jason. You're making my argument for me.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's just go ahead and head to the door before we get a sexually transmitted zombie disease.
I guess so. We'll get zombified here on the Open Micers podcast. Anything you want to throw out there before we go?
Yeah, man. So this was supposed to be the Ken Edwards, Will Merrill episode. We rescheduled both of those guys for May because we had a really bad storm come through all over the coast. So our internet was out. We rescheduled them for May. We're gonna do it then. And yeah, come back next week to see some more fantastic headlining comedians come on the Open Micers podcast.
Awesome. Well, if you want to email us, let me play our music here. If you want to email us
Is
at
it Kid Rock?
No, it's openmicerspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know who's better, David Bowie or Kid Rock, Kid the Idiot Rock, whatever. OpenMicers.com is our website. Linktree/OpenMicersPodcast takes you everywhere you need to go. We love you all, and we see you next week.
David the Dead Bowie. You can't be cool if you're dead, dude.
Just ask OJ. All right, thanks y'all for watching on YouTube, and we'll see you all next week.